This is Ice Cream Gecko, and in today's video we're going to take a look at the Nestle Pirulo Kaktus box, the cactus box. Even if you do not understand German, you might have been able to translate that yourself. Isn't it funny when you've got words that have got certain letters changed out, still sound kind of the same, but are not the same. They are from a different language. I always find that to be quite amusing, quite pleasant, quite interesting indeed. We've got the Pirulo cactus in France. Four friends? Maybe 4 friends. Oh, four things for friends. Oh, that's interesting. What a play on words. We've got the pink cactus ice cream. We've got the regular cactus ice cream, which is the only one of these I think I have before. And we've got the bang green, the Knallgrün cactus ice cream right here. Nutri-Score, well, Nestle is not really decisive if this is a C or an E. I think it's absolutely fantastic. We've got some writing on the bottom right there, but I can't read. Let's take a look at the side right here. Let's take a look at the other side right here. Let's take a look at another side right here. Oh, there's stuff written on here. Pause if you want to read that. This is in slow something. Everything is in slow something, I don't know. Pause if you want to read that. Pause, we did have that before, haven't we? Pause if you want to read that. Our Pirulo products are fun and they are tasty and they have an appropriate portion size and they are being designed especially for children and the entire family. Isn't that wonderful? Pause if you want to read the nutrition table right here, and pause if you want to read the ingredients list in a not slow language. Slovenian, Slovakian, I have no idea. I do not understand any of that stuff. 518 grams of Nestle's Best is in here. Here we have the individual volumes and masses of the individual ice creams, all very, very nice. From Nuremberg, is it? Or is it from Linz? Or is it from Goldach in Switzerland? I've got no idea. I've got no idea. It's made under license by Froneri International Limited. Okay, they make the stuff, Nestle puts a name on it. Something that's interesting, this sort of ice cream has been sold previously under the name Schöller, and they had this exact logo, and Nestle was put on at the top somewhere, I think, at some point in time. Now Schöller is completely gone and now it's just Nestle. I do not know if this is just on this product. I do not know if this was a thing before, but maybe they just rebrand everything now, and Schöller has gone for good as a brand. I mean, it's owned by Nestle anyway, so who cares? Here we've got the Pirulo Kaktus. Something I thought of today, because I have to keep this stuff in here for a bit longer, is I've got a cooling solution right here. Isn't that wonderful? Yes, I think it is wonderful as well. Let us take a look at the Nestle Pirulo Kaktus Knallgrün, the bang green first. Did I say that I do not know how much this cost? This was sort of sponsored, if we can call it that. So yeah, I'm just happy that I've got this stuff around out here for free. Free stuff is always good stuff, isn't it? Except for when it's deadly, then it's not so good. But this stuff here is not directly deadly. So we've got that cactus top right here. We've got some sort of ice pop, water ice cream. In German we call it Wassereis, which means water ice. I think in English it's not called water ice. It's often referred to as ice pop, but that might be just a regional thing, I don't know. Something that is special about these cactus ice creams is when you eat this stuff right here, it's kind of sweet. It's not really ice cream, but it kind of fizzles in the back of your throat, which makes this quite interesting. It was very popular at, I think, a couple of decades ago even, but it regained some popularity with other products as well, about 15 years ago when I was a kid, but now maybe it is resurfacing, I don't know. It is quite pleasant though, with the days that we've got right now, well over 30 degrees Celsius, to have some ice pop around. A lot more refreshing than regular ice cream is most of the time. Okay, let's take a bite out of this. I want to dissect this in a way, but dissecting this water ice always is a bit of a weird affair, so I'm just gonna put this into my mouth and we're gonna see what this tastes of. I've never had this before. That's very interesting. I am nervous. That popping sensation isn't really there. I thought it was there. isn't really there with this one here. So we've got some sort of core ice pop, and then we've got that green stuff all around it. I'm not really sure what this is supposed to taste of. I don't have Kaktus too often. I did have Kaktus ice cream in Italy when we went on a holiday in Italy for years. Well, it wasn't for years, but several years we were there for a holiday. That's how I should phrase it from the beginning. Yeah, Kaktus ice cream is very pleasant indeed. This stuff right here tastes kind of like it, but I've got to say that actually specially made milk ice cream made of cactus stuff or flavored like cactus is nicer than this. Anyway, let's go for another bite. Yeah, it's alright. It does remind me, oddly enough, of chewing gum. I do not know why, but yeah, it does remind me of chewing gum. So let's take a look at this stuff here. We've got the Pirulo Kaktus Knallgrün. So, oh no, that's embarrassing. I thought this was supposed to be like some sort of cactus flavor. Well, we've got water ice with lemon flavor and water ice with apple flavor with a green fat glaze with a chewing gum flavor. We've got that crackling soda bonbon splinters and dried strawberry pieces in there. Alright, that was embarrassing. I do have to say though, since I thought that this was some sort of cactus stuff, to me it tasted like cactus. That's embarrassing. Oh my lord. So, the rest of the stuff is fine though. I didn't really taste any strawberry. There was some sort of strawberry-like texture to it, maybe a freeze-dried strawberry. But didn't taste any strawberry, no. And I've got to say that I don't really taste too much of that apple flavor either. No. I mean, I say no, but I mean yes, because now that I know that it's apple flavor, now my brain makes that particular connection. But up until this point, I thought this was supposed to be cactus flavor. And to me, it tasted like cactus. I don't know. I should cut this out of the video, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to. Nobody takes me serious anyway, so why even bother with that? Alright, the Knallgrün Kaktus Ice Pop Ice Cream has been consumed, and yeah, it's quite alright. It's quite fine, yeah. Don't have anything to complain about it. Like I said, it wouldn't be my first choice. That's something I've got to say, but it's fine. And the yellow part on the bottom, I can assure you that it did taste of lemon, and I do also think that I would have found out about that. I say found out about it, that I would have thought of it to be of lemon flavor even before I actually read what it was supposed to be. So yeah, the ice cream gecko, right? Can't really distinguish cactus from apple, but hey, review the stuff anyway. Let's take a look at the Pirulo Kaktus Pink. Now this looks like you've got beet juice and turned it into ice cream. This is what this looks like. This could be like a Halloween snack with that odd green color on the very top. Weird sort of like monster finger or something like it. Yeah, very interesting indeed, isn't it? Indeed is a very, very nice word, and I use it way too often in my videos. Are you annoyed by that? I would be indeed. Let's take a bite of this. I still really can't taste those strawberry pieces, no. But I've got to say that I don't really know what the ice pop itself is supposed to taste of. I am uncertain at this point. Let's go for another bite. I think I tasted something that I should remember the name of. I do remember the flavor, but I don't know what the name of it is. Is it cherry? Is it a weird sort of cherry? That's not quite cherry, but somehow like it. Let's take another bite. I'm actually not sure. I'm not quite sure what it is. I think it is cherry. And I'm going to make an absolute fool out of myself when I now turn this stuff around and see what it tastes of. I think when I see what this is supposed to taste of, what the flavor is that they put in, then I will remember. But not quite sure. Oh, now I do. Yeah, we've got water ice with raspberry flavor, and water ice with Heidelbeer blueberry flavor, with green fat glaze and chewing gum flavor, blah 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 blah, all that stuff. Okay, we've got, yeah, that makes sense. Raspberry and blueberry. Yeah, I should have thought of that. The flavor was very familiar, especially like the raspberry one. Don't really have blueberry ice cream at all. I think there was a blueberries and cream ice cream from Häagen-Dazs at some point that I did actually review, but never had it since. That's a bit of a thing with me. All those ice creams like Ben & Jerry's and Häagen-Dazs are so expensive that I only buy them for reviews, and I end up eating them once, and then I don't eat them ever again. Maybe I will at some point in time when I've got more money. Maybe. Maybe when the YouTube money makes sense. I don't make money off YouTube now. I haven't got anything monetized. But raspberry and the blueberry is the flavor of this. I would say that the raspberry flavor could be detected by a special flavor detective, but the blueberry stuff, I don't know. It might just be a bit too remote of that cactus theme that I wouldn't have expected a blueberry flavor in here at all. Okay, let's finish off this thing and go for the regular one. Let's see what sort of flavor is in there. How can I mess up this particular flavor combination? All right. So now that I finished off the pink one, I've got to say that this sort of stuff reminded me more of some sort of frozen vegetable mix than it did of actual like ice pop for children. It's weird. I don't think that this is going to become my favorite at all. Is this the regular one? Okay, let's go for the regular one. Nestle Pirulo. I've never heard of something being called Pirulo at all. Not an ice cream, nothing. Maybe this is new. Maybe it isn't. It probably isn't. I just don't pick up too much Nestle ice cream. I wanted to get around to a lot of the like Schöller ice creams, but now that they just seem to rebrand everything to just Nestle, it kind of is less interesting to me. But this is supposed to be the regular one. It's very often copied. It's more or less well copied. Some do a decent job, some don't. The regular stuff is fine. I think this stuff right here is supposed to taste of pineapple, and I would assume that this is some sort of lemon thing, and maybe this is strawberry, but we'll see. I can mess up any of these flavors, don't worry about it. To be completely honest with you, that red stuff, there's so little red stuff on here that I don't even know if I've tasted any of that red stuff. The mass on the inside seems to be just the regular pineapple stuff, and that's really what this tastes of. Like some sort of very mild, very toned down, watered down pineapple ice cream. Not a huge fan of pineapple, but this stuff right here is very distinctive of this particular sort of ice cream, and I don't mind it at all, no. Something that I actually enjoy more than I would have ever thought is that very distinct chewing gum flavored ice cream tip, that sauce that I've got on the ice cream, the ice popsicle. That makes for a very interesting flavor that you don't really associate with ice cream at all most of the time. So yeah, let's go for the rest of this. Yeah, very much tastes of some sort of pineapple flavor, watered down pineapple. Now, let's see what I did wrong all those years, if there is any pineapple flavor in here. The regular... No, this is not it. Pirulo Kaktus here. Got the citrus fruit ice, sorbet fruit ice with orange sorbet with green fat glaze and chewing gum flavor, and that crackling bonbon splinters and strawberry pieces. Oh my god. It is not even pineapple. I could have sworn that this was pineapple flavor. It tastes like really watered down pineapple. Is there any pineapple in here? There's no pineapple in here. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's made by that Polish Frenary people. They probably just changed out something. That's probably it. I'm joking. Don't write nasty comments. Don't write nasty comments. No, I could have sworn that this was pineapple. This did not remind me of lemon ice cream or lemon water ice at all, no. Orange sorbet, neither, no. Strawberry fruit ice, no. Neither did it remind me of that. Okay, that's interesting. So, another failure, total taste failure of mine, but let's go for the, to me, most interesting piece of this, the Pirulo Cactus for Friends. The first cactus to share. Wow, that's interesting marketing. Very interesting marketing indeed. The first cactus to share. Okay, the top here looks alright. I think this is something that they sell individually. Yeah, we've got the bikini and for old paper. Here it's paper. This here is not paper. For the barcode all for itself. It's best used by the April of 2024, and it's Nestle. Nestle is the most greatest company of the world. Of course, if you want to read the nutrition table right here, I didn't think that we would have a second nutrition table and ingredients list section in the video, but here we go. Of course, if you want to read the ingredients list of the Cactus for Friends, brilliant stuff. Brilliant stuff. Let's open this up. Did I bring the spoon for nothing, or is it useful after all? Okay, so this looks like Ben & Jerry's cookie dough pieces gone bad, gone zombie apocalypse, probably. This is what this looks like. They look interesting though, and they look almost like chewing gum pieces, but that green fade is a bit weird. A bit weird indeed, yes. On the camera screen, it doesn't look as green as it does in person, so I'll put in the video description whether or not this looks on video as green as it does in person. Yeah, check for the video description in this video. Check for the video description in all of my videos. Nobody takes a look at the video description, which is unfortunate. Okay, first piece, we've got some sort of pinkish stuff in the center, and I think that chewing gum coating on the outside. So let's go for one of these. Now, something that I would love on these ice creams is more of that chewing gum stuff. And here we have more of that chewing gum stuff. I don't quite know what's on the inside, but the outside tastes great. Yeah, love it. Absolutely love it. That chewing gum flavor is so weird that I do not know how to describe it. It tastes like a really fresh chewing gum, kind of marketed at a like early teen youth sort of demographic. But that flavor, when probably you and I were young, that we always wanted to like eat the entire thing and not just chew it and spit it out. Just eat it because it tastes awesome. This is what this is. It tastes wonderful. It's like a dream come true. And it's with ice cream as well. Really enjoy that. Okay, what is it? Got the strawberry fruit ice with the green fat glaze with chewing gum flavour, and we've got those crackling soda like thingies. It doesn't really crackle at all. I think it did crackle a lot more back in the day. I say back in the day, probably 2 years ago. But this stuff right here doesn't really crackle at all, which is a bit unfortunate, but I really do enjoy this stuff. Yeah, I really do. Okay, let's take one of these, break it apart, squish it apart. So now that I know that it's strawberry, I can identify it as a strawberry flavor. I've got to say though, that it doesn't really taste of strawberry in a very dominant fashion. You really taste that chewing gum flavor, and the inside of it is just there to give it some mass to accompany it, to make it cold and to make it a bit more interesting. Yeah. Now I think I'm gonna finish this up, and I'm gonna be back with you and the review sheet in just a second. The consumption process is complete and we're ready to rate this with the review sheet. The first impression of all of these ice creams has been quite alright, therefore 1 out of 1 available point. Colour wise I don't really have anything to complain about any of these in any way, so also 1 out of 1 point. The green like chewing gum stuff looked fine, and the individual like apple, apple, lemon, raspberry ice creams, ice pops, they all looked good, so I don't really have anything to complain about them, and I do not want to do that either. Consistency and texture wise is, yeah, I think these are very decent indeed. When it comes to ice pop, water ice, there are two different philosophies. You can make this sort of stuff kind of soft, like this stuff right here, like these Pirulos, like the Kaktus ice cream, or you can make it just like a flavored block of ice. I think that Schöller or Nestlé have pretty much perfected this particular soft water ice cream, and I think that you just have to put it to them that these are very decent when it comes to that. They are easy to bite on, easy to chew, and that chewing gum sort of coating on the very top, that fat glaze with that strawberry pieces in there, I think that gives a very decent texture as well. So consistency and texture, 2 out of 2 points. Taste wise, now this is a bit of an embarrassing section right here for me today. Essentially an outlook on life, a certain assumption on how the world works has been shattered, absolutely shattered. I always thought that the regular like Kaktus ice cream from Nestle, that stuff right here, I always thought that the base flavor of that was pineapple. It never occurred to me that this was supposed to be something else. It really just tasted like a regular watered down pineapple flavor. And I always liked that in a way, because regularly I don't eat pineapple too often. I don't really like pineapple on pizza either, and regular pineapple drinks are not my favorites at all, but this stuff right here always had a certain sweet spot in my heart, and I liked to go back to a familiar flavor like that, and I thought pineapple, yeah, pineapple has a place in my heart in these particular water ices, water ice creams, water ices, yeah, I just call them water ices from now on. Turns out there wasn't pineapple at all, there was lemon flavor, citrus flavor instead, so that's a bit of an embarrassing situation that I've put myself into. Same thing with the like raspberry flavor and that blueberry flavor. I never would have expected any sort of blueberry flavor in there, so all I really tasted was some sort of maybe frozen berry mix. That's what it tasted like, and it tasted more of vegetables than it tasted of fruit, which makes it also in a weird way quite interesting, but certainly not what I thought it would be when I went into this particular review. So I do not know what this says about my taste buds. I do not know what this says about Nestlé's flavor experts. This is a video that I would really like your opinion in the comment section when it comes to the flavors of this stuff. Have you had like the regular Kaktus ice cream? Have you had like this stuff right here? I thought that this was supposed to taste of cactus, and to me it tasted like cactus. Is this just so ambiguous that you can interpret in any way you want? I'm really unsure about this. This makes me really unsure, and I do not know if I should feel unsure about it. Flavor wise overall, I still have to say though that most of these have been fine, and especially this stuff right here. Even though like that strawberry flavor isn't all too dominant, you really taste mostly that coating on the outside. I really enjoyed this stuff, and this is probably something that when I've got like the opportunity to buy some ice cream like on the go or something like that, I might even buy this when I see this, because this is something else. This is something truly new that I've never had before, and I do enjoy having those new things from time to time, and this certainly surprised me in a very decent way. 3 out of 3 therefore is the rating for the 3 out of 3? 3 out of 5 is the rating in the taste department for all of these different water ices. Theme realization wise, in a way I just have to trust my taste buds and just say that many of these things don't really taste like they should. They taste alright, they taste good, they don't taste bad, but it didn't evoke the flavor in my mouth that it probably should have. And maybe that's a good thing, that I don't read like the ingredients lists of stuff, because I noticed that when I knew what this was supposed to taste like, it tasted more of that And yeah, I don't know. It makes me look like an absolute dumbass talking about this stuff for minutes and minutes and minutes and not knowing what this is supposed to taste of. But I think that this is important because maybe more people have got the same issue and just, you know, taste what they see written in text on the back of the box instead of what this actually tastes like. Maybe they put different flavors in here just for shits and giggles. Like it's not that, it wouldn't be the worst lie Nestle has told us, right? Let's set that straight. So anyway, 7.5 out of 10 available points is there for the final rating for the Nestlé Pirulo Kaktus box. So, bit of an embarrassing video, a bit of a funny video, a bit of a different video. I think this is something that I'm going to repeat from time to time from now on because I did find it certainly quite interesting. If you've got a question or a video suggestion, leave it in the comment section down below. And if you want to see more videos just like this one, please subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope I'm going to see you soon. Until then, bye bye.